Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is the 1811th day of continuous webinar conducted by International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. Today, our guest is Dr. Venugopal S. Reddiar. Let us begin the session with 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you all. The International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy comprises of homeopathic lovers, students, and doctors, and we have 3 sessions every day. The first session of the day is already over in Hindi from 7:30 to 8:30, and from 8:30 to 9:30 we have the international session in English, and from 9:30 to 10:30 watch it again and subscribe the same. I'm very happy to invite all of you to join the 5th anniversary celebration of IFBH being conducted at Taj Vivanta, Cochin on September 28th. And there will be different sessions, interactive sessions, scientific sessions, discussions, and at the end we have a cultural program and photo session also. Hope all of you will register for the same, rupees 3,000 per head up to August 31st, and thereafter there will be a raise of 500 rupees for that, so that please register for the same as early as possible. You can also sponsor a student, because students are the future generation to lead homeopathy into the next world. So kindly subscribe, as well as you can join the session, as well as you can sponsor a student for the session also. So that's all about our celebration. And let me come to today's guest. As you all know, that today's guest is none other than a famous Dr. Venugopal S. Reddiar sir. As you know, sir is a person who has been working a lot of time for public awareness campaign and doing excellent services to the humanity by propagating different subjects, discussing different subjects as various stages. And at IFBH, whenever we are called, sir, for the same, sir is always ready to come up with a different subject also. And sir has completed MD, MRCP from UK, ABIM from USA, and physician and behavior scientist in USA, MEBS and MD in general medicine from Trivandrum Medical College, 1975 and 1979, MRCP general medicine from UK in 1993, and ABIM's American Board of Internal Medicine in 1996, and was assistant professor of medicine in Medical College Service in Kerala till 1992, and primary care physician and behavior scientist in USA since 1994. A primary physician, more than 45 years of clinical experience, and secondary profession, trainer and public speaker for more than 35 years in US and India. Audience different walks of life, appeared on TV channel, Fox News, Doordarshan, Asianet, IPTV, etc. Appeared on print media, Hindu, Indian Express, Malayalam Manorama, the Desmond's Register, and appeared in radio programs, NPR, All India Radio. Sir is very much interested in graphology, thinking, people watching, etc. So today we have a wonderful subject to discuss here, that is mental block syndrome. We proudly welcome the guest of the day, Venugopal S. Reddiar sir, to the session. Welcome, sir. You can unmute yourself and speak, sir.
And could you please make me a co-host so that I can share my slides?
Already you are co-host, sir.
Okay. Good evening, friends. I assume I'm audible. The slide is visible.
Yes, everything fine, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
Good. Today's topic is mental block syndrome. I intend to complete my presentation in 45 to 50 minutes so that we can have 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A session. Jawaharlal Nehru's words, facts are facts and will not disappear on account of your likes. There's a reason for showing this slide. People with closed minds and prejudiced minds are allergic to facts and evidence. They will refuse to accept facts and truths. They will strongly defend their irrational beliefs and attitudes. I'll be sharing many facts and truths. So that is why I'm putting this slide. Only with an open mind, if you are open-minded, you will be able to see the truth. I am apolitical. That means I don't support any particular political party, either BJP or Congress or in Democratic Party or Republican Party. So I'm making myself clear. Statutory warning: if you are allergic to facts, truths, or humor, please leave this session immediately. This is my mission: entertain, educate, enlighten, and empower. Every session, every talk, when I choose a topic, I make sure that if a person participates in that session, that person will be able to get enough knowledge that will give that person power. That person will be empowered. I don't want to waste my time, as well as I don't want to waste the time of my audience. My webinars are always based on FAQ facts, anecdotes. Anecdotes means stories, real life stories or fictional stories. Then quotations. There are many books on this mental blocks, how to overcome mental blocks, how to eliminate negative thinking. Negative thinking is a mental block, mental blockages. Mental blocks close the doors to happiness and success. Mental block create a bunch of mental health problems. What exactly is mental block? A psychological barrier to creativity, motivation, or productivity. I repeat, it's a mental barrier to creativity, motivation, or productivity. Is this clear? If it is clear, in the chat box, put C. I want to make sure that whether I'm able to get through the audience. If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Type C. Please, we don't have a lot of time. Please be quick. If it is not clear, then there's no point in my proceeding further. Okay, Ram, Parvesh, Roy Chiranji, thank you. Okay. Then the word syndrome is a medical jargon, a group of signs and symptoms that occur together and they characterize a particular condition. The difference between symptom and sign, I'm sure that homeopathy doctors, you must be knowing, but there are some people who are not doctors. Symptom is what a patient is aware of. For example, if a patient headache, patient is aware of. It is a symptom. That's what the patient complains of. Fever, patient is aware of. It is a symptom. Vomiting, patient is aware of. Now, when the doctor examines and when the doctor finds rigidity of the neck rigidity, that is a sign. So the symptoms and sign, the diagnosis will be inflammation of the meninges, that is called meningitis. So any condition, a combination of symptoms and signs. Mental block is not a sign of laziness or lack of discipline or lack of interest. It is often your brain's way of alerting you that you are overburdened, that is overloaded or emotionally strained. This quote is very meaningful. If you experience any emotion like frustration, hesitation, or anger while planning your dream life, it means you need to clear some mental blocks. Hina Hashmi. For example, if somebody, some goal, if you tell your son or if somebody go, hey, do this one, and this thought that will do good, and they feel angry, they feel frustrated, most of the time there is some underlying mental block. Have you understood this? If you have understood, put you in the chat box. You. The mental block, many people are not aware because the mental block is invisible. They won't know. Okay, thank you, Dr. Daneshi. They won't know. They react angry. You may wonder why this guy is getting angry. Because underlying mental block. Thank you, Pajarenji. There are 10 causes of MBS. My dear friends, my talks, I come up with original thoughts, original ideas. They are not simply cut and paste. So what I'm going to share, you won't find it in any single book. Listen to me carefully. 10 causes. 1, poor self-confidence. People with low self-confidence, they won't dare to do anything. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. One of the root causes, poor self-confidence. Okay, thank you, Alkwadi. Why poor self-confidence? This many people, they don't even ask. Poor self-confidence, confidence comes when you have knowledge and the skills. If you have knowledge and skills, then you will get confidence. For example, people who know how to about the computer, operation of the computer, that knowledge and ability to apply skills, they will feel comfortable. Otherwise, many elderly people, those who are above the age of 55, they don't have the knowledge and the skills. So then, anything online, go do this one online, internet. They get angry. They get angry. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. That's a common problem. They have that mental block syndrome. Thank you, Dr. Daneshi. Many people now, there's a big divide. They don't do anything to enhance their knowledge and skills. So they depend on somebody else, their children, neighbors, friends, because they don't have the knowledge. And one of my friends, interesting, he retired as a professor. I don't want to mention what subject. If I mention his subject, then some of you may guess. That person, he calls himself a CID. And he says that I'm a computer illiterate doctor. So when I asked him to send something by email or something, hey, I'm a CID and I'm a CID. I don't know. That mental block syndrome. When I tell them, hey, why don't you learn? I'm already old, man. I cannot learn. Prejudiced mind. I'm old. I cannot learn. Then I won't learn. That is what is happening. And because of that, they have to depend on others. So that is poor self-confidence. Cognitive overload, information overload these days, my dear friends. The people are overloaded by unnecessarily subscribing to all these WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp also all the groups. their SSLC batchmates, pre-degree, degree, college, residence association, and every day there will be hundreds of WhatsApp messages. Going that, there on that, and then they read and then they get confused. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. Cognitive overload. I'm not into any Facebook, this one. I have a Facebook account, but I don't get messages. I'm not into Instagram. Why the hell do you all need all those things? And I'm not into even my MBBS batchmates. Their group, nearly 180. Every day they send some 50 to 100 messages. Good morning, good night, greeting, Vanam, Yanam, everything. It is going to consume your time. And they'll share some political news. Useless. Cognitive overload, information overload. Your brain gets fatigued, tired. Mental block syndrome. Fear of failure. This is most important thing. Some people, they don't do anything because they are afraid of failure. The fear of failure comes from poor self-confidence. They are all interconnected. Poor self-confidence, you are afraid to do anything. Fear of failure. And I'm going to share a real life story. When I was doing the post-graduation, that is MD, General Medicine, I'm talking about between 1976 and 1979. At that time, a girl, she was 2 years senior to me. Brilliant. During her lifetime, she didn't fail in any exam. SSLC first class, pre-degree first class, MBBS examination, all the subjects passed. It's brilliant. MD examination, everybody thought that she will pass. She also thought that, okay, she would pass. She failed. She failed MD exam. Then what happened? She never tried for the second time. Suddenly that fear of failure. And she was not even able to think rationally. There are many teachers who failed MD examination 3 or 4 attempts. So failure is not fatal. Try it again. No. So that fear of failure became a mental block syndrome for that person. Is this example clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. Because I'm asking, because interactive, I want to make sure that whatever I'm sharing is something easily understandable. Thank you, Sanal Kumarji. And she ruined her career. What about her happiness? Gone. Was she successful? No. So that's why I told you that is mental block syndrome can close the doors to success and happiness. Then fear of criticism. My dear friends, you can never avoid criticism. Even if you do something good, people will criticize you. Whether you do what you're doing is right or wrong, always you will find somebody to criticize. Even a box office hit movie, whether it is a Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan or Rajinikanth, or doesn't matter. There will be some people who will be there to criticize. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. Criticism is something you can never avoid. Thank you, Dineshi. And people are willing, very glad to give criticism. Even if you don't ask for any comments, they will come and tell you the criticism. If you invite them for a wedding, the boy like the girl like the boy, the wedding is certain, some people say, that boy, his color is not good. That girl, no. She's not beautiful. Whatever, look at that one. Haven't you heard people criticizing about the girl's appearance, boy's appearance? Yes, if you say yes, put Y in the chat box. Who asked their criticism? Go there and eat the eat the lunch and leave the place. But instead of that one, they will criticize. Yeah, look at that one. Yeah, then again criticism. Food. Oh, ശരിയായില്ല സാമ്പാർ. Oh, ഇല്ല പായസം. എന്തൊരു പായസം. Always criticism. Criticism, that is what? It's very common. More than hydrogen. The universe criticism is more common. The negative self-talk. This is very important. Because my friend who says that I am CAD, computer-led doctor. Why? His negative self-talk, I'm old. I cannot. That negative self-talk is standing in the way. Many people, they engage in self-talk. It is not visible. They are not even aware. They don't do it. If I think that I cannot, then I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. Agreed? Do you agree? Put A in the chat box. This negative self-talk. That is one of the reasons why people go for all these fair and lovely and other skin cream. Negative self, oh, I'm dark. I'm not beautiful. I'm dark. I'm not beautiful. That's it. Thank you, Jay. Anxiety, perfectionism, yeah. Yeah. If I do that one, I want to make sure that everything will be perfect. Oh, I don't have the time to because if I do it in a haste, it won't be perfect. They won't do it. Perfectionism, they will never do it. Am I right? There are some people who are so obsessed with the perfectionism, they will never do anything. ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴേ അത് ഒരു കുഴപ്പവും വരരുത് കേട്ടാ. ആരും കുറ്റം പറയരുത് കേട്ടാ. അത് ചെയ്താൽ അത് നല്ല ഭംഗിയായിട്ടിരിക്കണം. ഒരു കുറ്റവും പറയരുത്. ഒന്നും ചെയ്തില്ല. They will never do anything. I know a couple of my friends. Once he was a deputy superintendent. He was 4 years senior to me in the medical hospital, Trivandrum. Whenever I approached him with some suggestions to improve the functioning of the clinics and all those things, നല്ല ഐഡിയ ആണ്. That's a very good idea. Why not we put that? അല്ല അത് ഒന്ന് ആലോചിച്ചിട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് ഇംപ്ലിമെന്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കണം. Never that guy. He was a deputy superintendent. Addicted to perfection. Never. So there are some people like that. They never do anything because they want everything to be perfect. Sleep deprivation. Poor nutrition. Eating all the junk food. Junk food, instead that one chemicals, they are harmful. They interfere with your thinking process. Many people, they don't realize that one. And all this soda, Pepsi, Coke, high caffeine. Diet soda, more caffeine. Caffeine will create anxiety and excitement. Too much of overstimulation of the nerves. They won't be able to sleep. Sleep deprivation, they won't be able to think. Is this example good? If it is good, put G in the chat box. One simple example. People don't realize. They think it is harmless. Thank you, Ram Parvesh, Roy Cherianji. And the paralysis by analysis. That means too much of overthinking. Whatever it is, okay, what will happen if I do this one? If that will happen, whether that will happen, whether that will happen. Old example, looking at, you want to cross a small, what do you call, a toad. And there's a dog at the other end of that one, tied to a tree. That is a chain to a tree. What will happen if the dog breaks that chain? And what will happen if that dog comes towards me and bites me, if you think overthinking, you will never cross that small pond or overthinking. What if, what if, what if? That is a sign of negative. That is a sign of mental block syndrome. Now the strategies, you want to know how to, there's no point in my telling the causes without helping you to know how to beat, how to deal with mental block syndrome. One, identify the root cause, understand why. If you're getting angry, feel frustrated, sit down, take your breath, and ask yourself why. Is it because of lack of knowledge? Is it because of lack of skills? One of the two, usually. One of the two, which one you identify? Once you identify the lack of knowledge, okay, work on that one. And this is very easy. You don't have to go to a library physically. Internet World Library is open in front of you 24 hours a day. And whatever topic, do the search. Then I'm going to share a real incident experience now. This is happening now. My son, he is here with me. He was in India for nearly 17 years. Now John, he is with me. And he has never driven a car in India. He used to drive the motorbike. So now he has to learn how to drive the car. And I told him, okay, friend, he used to postpone. He was, okay, return test, you have to take the return test first. And I will take, next month. Next month, more than 1.5 years. It was postponing. Then I critically analyzed. Then I thought, okay, this guy must be having that mental block syndrome. Because the written test again, failure. So many people, they failed the test. Some people twice, thrice. So that fear of failure. Then I sat with him. I told him, why? That examination is difficult, that one reading and all those things. Okay. So if you fail, then what will happen? The sky is not going to fall down. I told him, the sky is not going to fall down. And I'm not going to scold you. If you fail, fine, okay, next time. Again fail, third time. So what is it? Then he was able to overcome that fear of failure. Then reading, I said that, okay, YouTube, do some analysis, check how to take the written test, how to take the written test. Okay, then he went that one. Then 10 days back, I took him for that written test. He passed in the first attempt. Because of that mental block syndrome, he kept on postponing. Is this a real life example? Interesting and useful? If it is interesting and useful, put IU. This happened in my own house. Okay, thank you, Ganeshi. Now he is learning the driving. I am the teacher. I am his coach. I didn't take him to any driving school. Why should I? Because my confidence, I have that confidence. Why the hell should I throw away some $500 or $700 by sending you to a driving school? I can do that one. That I can. That is it. Then simple way, what I did was, okay, in our own parking lot, okay, pull out. And the surface road, drive the surface road. I told him the posted speed is 35 miles, drive at 25 miles, which is 25, drive at 20 miles. And I started a couple of days, early morning, 7 o'clock, so there won't be any traffic. So that anxiety, fear won't come in the way. There are no cars, okay, drive. Then in the evening, then slowly going to the surface road, then many traffic lights, turning. Now within the last 8 days, that is, I spent nearly some 13 or 14 hours. Now he is able to drive in the freeway also. Not, it requires some more time. The point I'm trying to make is that fear of failure and fear of criticism, whether my father will criticize me. I said, no. No, I'm not going to. So these are the things they usually stand in the way. Challenge the negative mindset. Break down tasks into smaller chunks. I didn't want him to, driving, morning, every day, I have more free time. Morning some 3 hours and afternoon some 2 hours. Then that guy will get thoroughly fatigued, overloaded. So now, in a day, 1.5 to 2 hours only. Smaller chunks. Then before that, I tell him, okay, this is what you are going to do. This is what today. Today, only this much. This much, smaller chunks. A live example I'm sharing with you. Visualize success. Okay, once you get the license, think about that one. Your independence, your freedom. You can drive. You don't have to depend on anybody else. Mentally visualize. For MRCP examination, at the age of 40, when I decided to go abroad with UK, criticism, lavish. Hey, you are middle-aged man. That examination is so difficult, tough, and at this time, you are already an assistant professor in the medical college service. Why the hell are you taking all this risk, wasting your money? Criticism, unsolicited, to demotivate me. Then my self-talk, if I fail, so what? The sky is not going to fall. I'll give it a try. If I pass, then visualize the success. If I pass, yes! MD, MRCP. Visualizing the success, not the failure. I went and I passed all the exams in the first attempt. So that is how to overcome mental block syndrome. Is this example interesting? Put I in the chat box. Visualize success in your mind. Visualize success. The same way I'm sure that is. Modi must have visualized the success for becoming the chief minister, with the second term chief minister, then prime minister. Thank you, Manojji. Trump visualized success. Otherwise, at the age of 78, how can you expect him to? With so many criminal cases, convictions. He visualized, I will become the president again. He was not demotivated. All this media, many media, newspapers, New York Times, CNN, Washington Post, there's no way. This guy is, people hate him because of all these things. No, he was not demotivated. His inner self-talk, positive. He was visualizing success. Second term, now he is visualizing getting a Nobel Peace Prize. That's why he is going after the Nobel Peace Prize. He is contacting Putin, he is contacting Zelensky, he is contacting Munir, and he is contacting Modi, and he wants the Netanyahu. He is visualizing that success. You got it? It may happen. Who knows? If he succeeds in stopping that Ukraine-Russia war, yes, good possibility. So visualize success. Then focus on progress, not perfection. Cultivate a so what mindset. That is what I told my son. You may fail. So what? That is what I also. MRCP examination. If I go and I fail, so what? Sky is not going to fall. So what? Those two words, powerful. Do you see? Do you agree they are powerful? If you agree powerful, put P in the chat box. They are powerful, very powerful. So what? Ram Pravesh. So what will break, right? They'll break any kind of that hesitation. Just like the love also. Okay, you tell a girl, I love you. And she may say, no, I don't like you. Fine, so what? Sky's not going to fall. You go and meet another girl. Some 5 girls. One girl may say, yeah, I also love you. Okay? Otherwise, if you don't try, nothing will happen. Many people are afraid of failure, rejection. So they won't tell her. She also won't tell him. Naturally, they will marry somebody else. Is this real? Put R in the chat box. What I am sharing is real. Yes, thank you. This is a one-sided love, usually end up as one-sided love because of the fear of rejection. That mental block syndrome. Thank you, Tanishi. Again, continue, take a break, change the activity. Take a break, change the activity. When I used to prepare for all these examinations, MBBS or MD or MRCP, American board, I used to plan, 45 minutes reading, 15 minutes of break, 45 minutes, 15 minutes of break. Like that, 4 or 5 sessions. That's it. That 15-minute break, I used to listen to some movie songs, either Hindi, Malayalam, or Tamil for relaxation. Or I would take a short walk. Then I come back. Change of activity. To continuously sit and read, you'll get overburdened. This is a simple, practical suggestion, my dear friends. I put it into practice, so I know. I was able to achieve success, pass all the exams in the first attempt. And for your information, on the day, you may find it difficult to believe, on the day before my MD examination, written examination, on the day before that one, I went and saw 2 movies, matinee and first show, 2 movies. Because I thought, what is the point in reading it again and again? I know I wanted to just relax. 2 movies, both English movies, each movie 90 minutes. I passed the exam in the first attempt. But before that, you prepare and learn that one. Don't say, okay, Dr. Reddiar went and saw the movie, so he passed. I will also go and see the movies. I will pass the examination. No, that is not going to accept. Yeah. Relax. Change the environment. Limit or avoid distractions or distractions these days. Biggest is this one, cell phone distraction. Ding, ding, ding. And the sound also, any new message, okay, you'll be distracted. Then you scroll through that one. The train of thought is interrupted. When I was practicing, I used to keep the door closed, even whether I had a patient or without a patient. Without a patient, no patient, I used to keep the door closed. Otherwise, open door, yeah, some nurse walking by that corridor. How are you, Dr. Reddiar? How was the weekend? Okay, small talk. Time, 10 or 15 minutes gone. I was the only person. I was the only doctor who used to keep and I was the only doctor who used to leave at 4:30 during work hours from 8 to 4:30. The last patient schedule will be at 3 o'clock, so 3:30. 3:30 to 4:30, 1 hour for administrative time. I used to finish all the work and leave by 4:30. Whereas others used to stay there around till 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. Identical workload. Workload is identical because distraction. They used to allow. I never used to. Seek inspiration from books, talks, people. That is what is lacking these days. People don't read any books. During their school days, college days, they used to read the textbooks. How often people go and read some self-help books? Are plenty. Again, I have told in the past also, I never used to again. During my MBBS days also, I never used to read any other books. Luckily, around the age of 28, I happened to read Dale Carnegie book. That is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Because around that time, I was worrying a lot. So I came across this book. Okay, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. My goodness, changed. Then I developed an interest for reading more and more non-fiction books. I have a personal collection of more than 1,200 non-fiction books collected over a period of 40 years. Read, watch, TED Talk. If you are not aware of that one, TED, TED Talks. Excellent talks on different topics. Each talk will be maybe some 10 to 30 minutes. Watch them. Empower yourself with knowledge. Don't waste the time on watching all this serial, TV serial. Criminal waste of time. And the TV debate again, political debate, most of the time useless. Useless. Ask for help or guidance. If you don't know something, don't hesitate. Don't let your ego come in the way. That mental block syndrome is your ego. What will other person think if I ask? I'm supposed to be a doctor with all these post-grad qualifications. If I ask that guy, he's not a doctor or anything. No, don't let the ego come in the way. Ask for help. Ask for guidance. The last one, 12th one is develop a routine. Do it regularly. Failure happens all the time. It happens every day in practice. What makes you better is how you react to it. That's what I shared that story of that girl who was my senior. Failed, she never, her reaction, she never attempted again. Failure is the key to success. Each mistake teaches us something. Inaction breeds doubt. Inaction means not doing anything and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage because you commit some mistakes. From that mistakes, you learn something. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. This is the Dale Carnegie who authored that book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Okay, now I am apolitical. My dear friends, listen to me carefully. I'm sharing only facts. The moment I show the Modi, some people who are anti-Modi, they will immediately react. Oh! Huh? This guy is a Sanghi. I hate him. I'm not a Sanghi, Pinky, or Mangi. I'm sharing some facts. Look at the facts, whether they are true. G7 summit. PM Modi takes center stage. This is France, that one Macron, this is a Pope, and plenty of other Western leaders. What about Modi? Son of a chai wala. Inferiority complex, if he thinks, okay, what will that negative, if I got the mental block syndrome, I don't know, English is not my mother tongue, and these guys are all this one, this one, then. No mental block syndrome. That's why he is able to go there with all confidence, meet the world leaders, and because of that one, he was able to get, they conferred 27 countries the highest civilian award equivalent to our Bharat Ratna. Are you aware? Are you aware? No other prime minister was able to get. Not even 4 or 5. 27. That is the best example that Modi has no MBS, mental block syndrome. I can talk a lot, but we don't have that much time. Is this crystal clear? If it is crystal clear, put CC. Point is, Modi doesn't have And he is not afraid of failure. Whether he will be able to form the NDA will come to power or not, he is not at all afraid. Okay, thank you, Royji. So learn from Modi something. He's not afraid of criticism also. Look at Rahul Gandhi. Now, Vote Adhikar Yatra. Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav. Are they afraid of criticism? Yes or no? Put yes or no. Is Rahul Gandhi afraid of criticism? If it is no, put N in the chat box. No. Good. Thank you, Royji. They learn from Rahul Gandhi also. If he is afraid of criticism, he won't be able to do anything. There are every day when I watch on the newspaper, TV channel, and some people call him Pappu, and some people are on criticism. He is stupid, idiot. And he must be definitely aware of all these things. And he once even openly said that some people call me Pappu. I don't care. Yes, that is the attitude. And my dear friends, many people, they don't know except meaning of Pappu. Meaning of Pappu in the North India, Pappu means either a small kid, innocent small kid, or an adult who is stupid. Do you think that a person who is stupid look at his political career graph? 2014, when they called him Pappu, the number of seats he won was 44. 2019, they called again Pappu. His graph went up to 52. 2024 also Pappu, 99, and he's LOP. Does it make any sense in calling him a Pappu? If it is no, put N in the chat box. My reason, he is not a Pappu. People should stop calling him a Pappu. Those are calling him a Pappu, they are Pappus. They are Pappus. This means that I love Rahul Gandhi. The point I'm trying to make is, my talk is about MBS. He has no MBS. That's the point I want to. Have I convinced you? If I convinced you, put C in the chat box. Have I convinced you that Rahul Gandhi has no MBS? Thank you, Dineshi. That's the only point. Okay, thank you, Ram Praveshi. Look at this one, cephalogist. Now the whole Vote Adhikar Yatra is about, that is this guy is cephalogist. He's an expert in data analysis, interpretation. He's a professor also, Sanjay Kumar. And he published data and some reports saying that in Maharashtra, gross discrepancy, water surge after 5 p.m., more number of voters, and the number also, when it disappeared. So there is some kind of a foul play. So he immediately presented, even Rahul Gandhi, a PowerPoint presentation. What chore? What chore? What chore? And now, 3-4 days back, he admitted his data was wrong. It is wrong, incorrect, cephalogist. He apologized. What is the impact? No impact on Rahul Gandhi. This is what Rahul Gandhi. That was on August 19th. This is on August 21st. Results of last LS polls manipulated. Again, he is saying that same thing. Doubles down on vote chori charge against BJP. No change. Because he doesn't have that MBS. He is not afraid of criticism. Others may talk, okay, I don't care. This is a Reddiar's comment in the Times of India newspaper. SC, the Supreme Court, should ask Rahul how his party won double the seats without fraud and election manipulation. And how come BJP lost so many seats? And that too in the UP, much against expectations. My dear friends, think carefully and factually. If the ECI and the BJP, they are colluded, they are doing all this fraud, vote choring. In 2019, they had 303 seats, won. In 2014, 283. and they were targeting 400. If there is easy or chori, they would have got that 400. But what happened? They lost. They didn't even get their 303. They didn't even get their 283. They got only 240. They lost 63 seats. And this Congress party from 52 jumped to 99. So ECA and Modi, they said, okay, let them give him. And okay, we will go for 240. Where is the thinking? Ordinary people, the so-called Prabuddha. Do you agree? This one whole narrative is bullshit. If you agree, put BS in the chat box. I showed that one. This vote chori, that one is bullshit. Yes, thank you, Manojji. I told you again, I'm not supporting BJP or any party. I'm looking at the facts only. The facts don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. It should make some sense. I have a brain to think. I'm thinking. That is all bullshit. Trump. G7 leading in Canada. Again, Trump is, I told you, he is not afraid of criticism. He is not afraid of people call him, yes, anything. He doesn't care. He goes on, he does what he thinks is right, and he's right also certain things. Do you know immigration? Illegal immigrants, he started deporting. Before the election, he promised. And you know, in India also, they sent 300 illegal immigrants, handcuffed and chains in the ankles. Now, and he sent some to other countries. In the last 6 months, 1.6 million illegal immigrants are self-deported. They left the country. Fear of deportation, fear of getting handcuffed. What about India? We have how many crores of illegal immigrants? Did even a single person leave? That's a problem. And is Trump madman? Is Trump stupid? If he is not stupid, put NS in the chat box. If he is not stupid, put please NS in the chat box. That goal, he is able to accomplish that goal. So that is what Trump is. Don't think that I like everything he does. I don't, but I'm sharing certain facts. Knowledge is not power until it is applied. Whatever I have shared with you, if you don't apply it in the practice, then it's not power, knowledge. To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. If you do something, people will criticize. If you say something, people will criticize. So say nothing, do nothing, then you will be nobody. Be nothing. I have paraphrased that one. To avoid failure, do nothing and be nothing. My next week talk, over-diagnosis and over-treatment. Very common. Yeah, people with normal blood pressure these days are diagnosed as having hypertension, getting medication. People with the normal range of cholesterol, again, getting cholesterol pill. That is about the over-diagnosis and over-treatment. Okay, now it's over. Now I welcome your any questions or comments. We have 5 minutes. Did you find this session interesting and useful? If it's interesting and useful, put IU in the chat box. Because something I told you, you won't find it in any textbooks. Thank you, Manojji. You won't find it in any textbooks. And I've shared real, concrete evidence. Okay, Jayendra-ji. Anybody with questions? Or Bhadramma? None, I can read the last name. I can read the first name, Bhadramma. Bhadramma, I assume, is from Andhra.
No. She's Malayali, Ernakulam. There's a former professor.
Ernakulam.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, madam, please, do you want to talk?
Pardon?
Dr. Bhadrama, do you want to talk? Please.
Yeah, ask me. Don't afraid of any criticism. Ask me, BJB, any question, any doubt. Don't think that is okay. What will others think? First, you have to get rid of that one. That is a block. What
Yes.
will others think if I ask this question? What will he think? Whether he will think that question is stupid. What will others like Manoj ji, Chaitanya ji, what will they think? Then best thing is I don't ask. So it is better not to ask. If I ask, and they may think something. So I don't want to ask.
Excellent.
That is what is happening.
Yes,
Excellent.
sir. Well,
Oh,
this
excellent.
was, yes, sir, please. Come
Ram Pravesh ji, you want to say something or ask me something? Dr. Ram Pravesh Shah.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations, sir. Excellent session. Very nice.
Thank you.
Great discussion and great
If once you get
knowledgeable.
once you get the video recording, Dr. Ram Pravesh Shah ji, share it with your children, grandchildren, friends. It will be a very good gift for them
Thank you,
because,
sir.
because everybody needs it. Everybody. Because this mental block syndrome is closing the doors of success and happiness.
Yes, sir.
Mental block is a very essential problem. It is Hindi का सुनो तात मानस रोगा जिनते दुख पावै सब लोगा.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mental block syndrome. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Well, this was the key of or core of this Bhagavad Gita. Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam Tyukto Tishta Parandava. Arjuna was asked by Lord Krishna, your mental weakness is the main problem. You just leave it and get ready. That's the Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam Tyukto Tishta Parandava is the key of the Bhagavad Gita. As rightly mentioned by Dr. Venugopal, this is MBS, mental block syndrome. I think it's time to wind up the session. May I invite Dr. Ram Pravesh Shah to express vote of thanks. He's a man with a strong voice. Yes, sir, please.
Thank you, Manoj, and congratulations, Dr. Venugopal Reddiar, sir. Very nice, excellent session. Behalf of IFPH whole team, very thanks. Our mental block is a very essential. रामचरितमानस सुनहु तात मानस रोगा जिनते दुख पावहि सब लोगा. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all. Okay, I must thank again Dr. Dinesh ji. That is, he contacted me just 2 days back and asked me whether I can give a talk on Sunday. I said, okay, fine, because I am always ready and willing to help the public with by sharing my knowledge and skills.
Yes, thank you,
This is
sir. As you
something I-
mentioned, there are already more than 1,200 books so that you can talk at any time with a lot of confidence and enough armature in your armory. The remark let me conclude today's English edition. Hope you then back again tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. I will start.
Okay.
Thank you.
Later. Good night.
Thank you.